So you're watching this video because you want to win in Forex trading, right? You might have tried, different trading indicators, strategies, right? Chart patterns, candlestick patterns, but still, you haven't got the results that you want. Why is that? And the reason is simple, really. It's because you don't have a proven framework to follow. Let me explain. Let's say you want to, build a house to live in. Okay? How would you go about it? Right? I'm sure you won't just, buy a piece of land and tell yourself, hey, I need a window over here. You install the window. Hey, I need a roof over my head. Let me install the roof. Oh, I need a toilet, right? I need to poo-poo, right? Let me install a toilet. Oh, I need a door to open to the bedroom. Right? Would you do that? I hope not, right? Because if you do that, right, you'll find that your house is a mess, right? Things are everywhere. The door is not supposed to be where it is. The roof is all over the place. And, the windows is maybe, on the floor instead of being on the sides, right? So instead, how you would go about doing it is that before you build a house, you would have a framework, a blueprint, right? Where, like an architect, they have a blueprint that says, the windows should be here, the roof should be there, your floor should be this material, the toilet bowl goes there, and yada yada. All this before you install the relevant parts. All right, you have this blueprint, a framework. And it's the same for trading, right? You don't just go enter trading, and plug and play this indicator, that tool, that time frame, and stuff like that. No. You must have a framework that you can reference to. And only then, right, do you use the relevant tools and techniques out there to meet your own framework for trading. Okay, so this is important. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you what is this framework, right, that helped me, find success in the markets. And I want to share them with you. Okay, but first, right, if this is your first time watching this video or if you're a regular, please hit the subscribe button so you always stay up to date whenever I publish a new video. And also hit the thumbs up button. Have you done it? Okay, then let's begin. So the framework that I want to share with you is called the DER framework. The DER framework. So what does DER stand for? D stands for develop your trading strategy. So whenever you trade the markets, right, you have to develop a strategy to trade the markets. You don't just, blindly buy because the market is going up, you chase the markets. And, because if you do that, right, you know that more often than not is when the reversal comes, right? So you want to have a trading strategy, right, to trade the markets. And how do you develop a trading strategy? So that is the question, right? So here are, three tips that I can share with you, right, to help you develop your strategy. Number one, reverse engineer. So whenever you trade the markets, when you have, traded it for quite a while, right, you can actually, reverse engineer the market's price action. So what is reverse engineer? Take for example, I have nothing against China, but they're very good at reverse engineering, right? International products, like for example, they could take a phone from somewhere else, right? And then people from, okay, I won't say China, but people from developing countries, right? They would then take the phone, the technology, and reverse engineer it into something that they can use for themselves. So they don't have to buy the real thing. They just reverse engineer and they have something similar to the real thing, right? So this is what I mean by reverse engineer. You take something that has worked, right? You break it apart and figure out how they arrive, right, with the end product. Okay, so it's the same for trading. So what you can do is that, let's say we talk about trading support resistance, right? Let's say the market is in a range, it comes up to support resistance, comes up to over here resistance. Then over here, okay, you can actually go down to, let's say, a lower time frame and look at the price action. How is the price action on the lower time frame looking? Right, maybe it's in an uptrend, then it smashes down lower, does a pullback, and then continues lower. So this is where on the higher time frame, it looks like just a move down lower over here. So you can actually go down to a lower time frame and reverse engineer this price action, right? Start looking at charts, support, resistance, and see how the price reacts on the lower time frame. What does it usually do before it leads to the reversal? So this is what I mean by reverse engineer. Okay. Second thing, what you can do is identify repeatable patterns in the market. Like for example, one of the pattern that I see regularly is what I call the false break. The market tends to trade above for example, the previous high and then reverse and close lower. So traders now who actually buy at this highs, right, are now trapped. So this is what I call the false break. I didn't invent it, right? Many traders before me have actually talked about this particular pattern because it's identifiable and repeatable. So again, this is one way you can go about, developing your trading strategy based on repeatable patterns that you see in the market. There is no guarantee that it will work, right? As I'll explain later. But first, this is a stepping stone, right? To getting, or rather gaining your steps towards profitable trading. Identifying repeatable patterns is another way. Or finally, you can just copy successful trader, right? You can see what they do, how they do it, right? What are the patterns, or what are the strategies that they trade, and just copy it, right? And suit your needs. That is another viable approach as well. This is not an exam where you can copy someone else, right? Many things out there in the world, it's just simply copying of one another. Handphones, softwares, it's all basically, copying and improving on it. So these are three, useful tips that you can use to develop your trading strategy, right? So now the question is, how do you actually, write out your strategy? So what I will suggest is, number one, right, you need to define the conditions of your trading strategy. For example, are you trading in a range market or a trend market? How do you define this market condition? For me, I like to, use the 200 MA to kind of, define the trend. If the price is above the 200 MA, then it's a long-term trend. So this is a simple filter that I use to define market condition, okay? Or if you're trading breakouts, then you want to define what type of breakouts you're trading, right? Maybe the breakout, the price needs to be forming a consolidation at resistance before you trade the breakouts, and etc. Second thing, right, you need to define your entry. How will you enter the trade? Will you, simply use a market order to enter the trade? Or maybe you'll wait for something like a candlestick pattern to confirm your entry, right? So these are, a few examples. Then you need to think about your stop loss, right? Where will you put your stop loss? Below the low? Or maybe you give it some buffer, 1 ATR below the low. Again, right? Those are, things that you have to consider. And then finally, exits. How will you exit your winning trade? Will you, use a trailing stop loss? Will you look to take profit at the swing high or swing low? Or maybe you can use a tool like, Fibonacci extension to, identify price targets and stuff like that. So these are basically, right, the questions that you have to ask yourself when you develop your trading strategy. And once you've developed your trading strategy is where we move on into the second step of the DER framework. It's what I call execute your trading strategy. So when you already have a trading strategy on hand that you've developed, right, and when you execute it, right, one of 5 things can happen, right? The trade will either be a break-even trade. Maybe it might be a small win. A big win, right? That's what everyone hopes. A small loss. Or the worst one, a big loss. So here's the thing, right? Your role as a trader is to focus on just one thing when it comes to risk management. Just one thing is to eliminate your big loss. Once you've eliminated the big loss, right, by using proper risk management and having stop loss, right, then what's left, right, is just this over here. Break-even trades, a small win, a small loss, or a big win. That's all that's left, right? So you can see that once you've done this, right, your odds of becoming a profitable trader is so much higher because the big loss is out of the question now. Right now, you're just left with, small losses, break-even, small wins, and then those really huge wins, right, that is going to pay for all those, little losses that you incur along the way. So this really would give you a huge step forward, right, to becoming a profitable trader. And that's being achieved, right, from not having big losses by having proper risk management, okay, and having stop loss on every trade. So it's not within the scope of this video to talk about it, but I have other videos that talk about risk management. Go have a look at it, right? And you'll know how to, execute with proper risk management. The second thing about executing your trades is that you want to think in terms of the next 100 trades. Why is that? The reason is simple, right? It's because of something called the law of large number, right? Don't believe me, you take a coin right now, a 50-cent coin, okay? And if you toss it, let's say 6 times, I'm sure you can agree, right? There is no guarantee that it's going to come up 3 heads or 3 tails. Why is that? It's because the coin toss, the sample size of the coin toss is only 6. It's too small. You need to increase the sample size of your coin toss, and only then will you get, closer to 50% head and 50% tail. So the sample size, right, that I would say it's good to start with, right, is at least 100 trades. So this means, right, let me just draw this, illustrate it out for you. So when you do trades, right, you want to have, something like this: 1 trade, 2 trade, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, right, repeat down all the same, all the way until you get about 100 trades as your sample size. And each time you execute your trade, right, the setup has to be identical from one to the next. So for example, let's say you are trading breakout. So this one over here is a breakout trade. Okay. Price breaks out, you buy. This one over here, another breakout trade. You buy. Price over here, breakout, you buy. Or maybe if you trade towards the short side, fair enough, right? You trade the breakdown. Over here, the breakdown. Okay? So your trades, right, when you execute, it has to be according to your trading plan, your trading strategy. So this means that every trade that you put on has to be near identical. If it's not, right, then, hey, you know, it's very hard to find consistency in your trading, right? So over here, right, is where you get your sample size of 100 trades. So don't be affected, right, by individual trade results, whether it's a loser or winner or loser, because, hey, we are looking at the big picture, the next 100 trades, right? And this is how you should execute your trading strategy, looking at the big picture, right? The next 100 trades. So once you've execute your trading strategy, what is next? R, record your trades, right? You need to record your trades to know how that particular strategy that you've developed, how it's working. So what you want to do is to have, number one, the date of your trading setup, the markets you're trading, the name of your trading setup. Maybe you're trading breakout, maybe you're trading a false break, maybe you're trading a trend reversal, you know, whatever, give it a name. Okay. And you want to put in your entries, stops, and exits, right? The price that you entered, the stop loss level, and the price that you exited your trade, whether it's a winner or loser. And finally, very important, you need to have the R multiple, whether it's a gain or a loss. So let's say, for example, right, you put on a trade, you risk $500 on the trade. Let's say you gain $2,000 on the trade, right? It's a winner. So what is the R multiple on it? You just take your winning, which is $2,000, divided by your initial risk, which is $500. So 2,000 divided by 500 equals to 4. So this is, in other words, right, you made a 1 to 4 risk to reward on your trade. And this is a 4R gain, right? So you put in 4R. If your trade hit your stop loss and you take the full $500 loss, it's a loss of 1R. So you just put -1. So if you want to see an example, okay, I've got this one over here that you can reference to, right? The template. So you can see the date, the market, setup, entry, stop loss, exit, and R multiple gain or loss. So this is a simple Excel template that you can use to create and to track or to record your trades. Very useful, very powerful. So once you've done it, right, you want to review your trades, right? The final component of this DER framework. How do you review your trades? Very simple. If you have executed your trades consistently, right, over 100 trading sample size, right, you can actually start to identify patterns that lead to your losses. Maybe, you know, you realize that when you trade breakouts, right, certain breakouts tend to lead to losses. Maybe you realize that breakouts that you trade that are against the trend, it tends to lead to losses. All right, or maybe you find that whenever you trade breakouts, right, and the market didn't form any tight consolidation prior to the breakout, it tends to fail. So you want to identify what are all these patterns whenever you're trading breakout that leads to your losses. Okay, and once you've identified this pattern, very simply, avoid trading breakouts whenever, you know, this type of patterns occur, right? This would help you actually, you know, number one, reduce the number of trades, and number two, reduce your losses. So when you have reduced losses, right, your overall profitability as a trader will increase. Okay, and this one pattern alone that you avoid, right, is enough to make you from a break-even or even a losing trader to a winning trader just by avoiding these lousy trades. The second thing you do when you're reviewing your trade is this. You want to identify patterns that lead to your winners, right? What are the patterns that, you know, you find that whenever you trade this particular breakout, it tends to have a high probability of working out. So these are the patterns that you really want to focus on to dive in and trade as much as possible. Maybe, you know, trading it across different time frames, more markets, right? Because these are clearly, right, your winning trades, your bread and butter trades. So you want to focus on the patterns that lead to your winners. Okay? Once you've done it, right, you can actually go back to the drawing board and redevelop your trading plan. That's what I shared over here, right? Redevelop your trading plan according to these conditions, entry, stop loss, and exits. So you might have to change your conditions since now you're avoiding patterns that lead to your losses and starting to focus on patterns that actually lead to your winners. Okay, so just to share with you, as a recap, right, you will see that this DER framework is iterative. It's not like, you know, do it once, set and forget. No, right? Trading is not a set and forget thing, right? It's an iterative process where, you know, you develop your trading strategy, then you execute it, 100 trades minimum, then you record it, then you review it. So once you review it, you find that, you know, you can make tweaks to improve it. You go back to this iterative process, right? Redevelop or tweak your trading strategy, and then go back to execution, record, and then review. So you can see that this is a cycle, a framework that you can use to find success in the markets, whether it's forex trading, stock trading, or options trading, right? This framework works, and that's why I said that, if you follow this framework, this blueprint, right, you will win in forex trading, guaranteed. Even if you lose, right, you have information that you can use, right, to help you become a profitable trader in the future. So no matter what, right, whether you win or lose, you still win. Okay, so let's do a quick recap. Number one, develop your trading strategy. I said that there are different ways you can do it to kind of shortcut your learning curve. You can actually reverse engineer the price action. You can identify repeatable patterns in the market. Or number three, just copy successful trader what they do and just emulate them closely. Number two, you want to execute your trades, right? Remove large losses. Once you remove large losses in your trading, right, you have a very good chance, right, of becoming a profitable trader, or if not, right, at least a break-even trader. Then from then on, moving on to become profitable. And also think of in terms of the next 100 trades, not just the next 1 trade, 2 trade, or 3 trades. Right? Think big picture, the next 100 trades. Number three, you want to record your trades. Okay, I share with you that the matrix that you want to record. And finally, once you have your records, you can review your trades. Find out what works, what doesn't, and make the necessary changes and tweaks accordingly. Okay, so with that said, I've come towards the end of this video. I hope you find it insightful. If you do, right, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you never miss a single video. Hit the thumbs up button, right? I appreciate it. And any feedback or comment, leave it below and I'll do my best to help. So with that said, I wish you good luck and good trading. I'll talk to you soon.